Nope.
Hello, dear listener. In honor of the upcoming celebration of St. Patrick's Day, I decided to delve into some of the most haunted areas all across Ireland. I actually found much more than I expected to. I had no idea that Ireland was sprawling with so many creepy spots. Amongst the dozens of haunted areas I stumbled upon, these were the ones that spooked me the most. Hopefully, you'll feel the same way about these 5 haunted places in Ireland. As always, before we begin, I just want to preface that I might mispronounce some of the names that are included in this video. I apologize in advance, and I fully expect you guys to let me know in the comments below if it occurs. Number 1. The Dobbins Inn Hotel in County Antrim. The Dobbins Inn Hotel was built sometime in the 13th century by Reginald de Aubin. By the 15th century, the family name had been changed to Dobbins, and several family members had become important local figures. Not long after, Elizabeth Dobbins, the beautiful wife of the then owner, Hugh Dobbins, fell in love with another man, a handsome soldier who was stationed at a nearby castle. Eventually, an affair began between the two. In her effort to meet with the soldier, who in the story is referred to as Buttoncap, Elizabeth would take to crawling through a secret tunnel behind the huge stone fireplace in what is now the reception area of the hotel. Unfortunately for the two forbidden lovers, Elizabeth's husband became aware of their unholy affair, and in a rage, murdered them both using his sword. In 1946, the building was converted into what is now the Dobbins Inn Hotel, which is believed to be inhabited by Elizabeth's ghost. Guests have reported being awakened from their sleep by the touch of a cold, invisible hand, caressing their faces. Others have seen a ghoulish figure fly across the reception area before disappearing into the chimney of the stone fireplace. On one occasion, a waiter who was working in the hotel's restaurant was struck in the back of the leg by a coin, but when he turned around, the room was completely empty. According to locals, Elizabeth is intent on continuing her affair, even in death. Number 2. Grace Neal's Bar in County Down. Built in the year 1611 and originally known as the King's Arms, Grace Neal's in County Down is one of the oldest pubs in Ireland. It was renamed after Grace Neal, who ran the inn for many years, until her death in 1918 at the age of 98. Neal was an Irishwoman with a big personality, who was known to keep a watchful eye at things in the inn. And her death did little to change that. A ghost of an old woman, draped in ragged Victorian clothing, has been spotted in dark corners of the inn. Her spirit can be seen at the front bar, straightening glasses and furniture, and even switching lights on and off. An odd shuffling can be heard coming from the second floor, and some have even felt an invisible presence pass through them while standing near the building's staircase. But patrons visiting Grace Neal's have nothing to worry about. The former caretaker of the inn is as friendly as ghosts come. That is, if you believe ghosts can be friendly. I've stated in the past that I don't believe that to be true, so I recommend proceeding with caution if you ever decide to grab a pint at Grace Neal's bar. Number 3. Lunatic Asylum in Cork District. Built in 1798 by noted Irish psychiatrist William Saunders Halloran, this now abandoned asylum is said to be plagued by the restless spirits of its inmates, who lived out their days in a state of paranoia, pain, and despair. Halloran's methods were extreme, to say the least. He's credited for creating the, quote, Halloran's chair. This device rapidly spun hysterical patients at up to 100 revolutions per minute. It rarely had the desired effect, whatever that may have been. Paranormal investigators have claimed to see and hear the voices of the tormented souls who dwelled in the asylum. The tortured echoes of ghostly inmates have been heard and even recorded in the abandoned asylum. The more run-down portions of the complex are said to be haunted by the desperate souls who were condemned to live out their lives there. Number 4. The Abbey of the Black Hag in County Limerick. Hidden in a secluded valley southeast of Shanagolden are the remains of a medieval convent. This convent, led by a lady from Shanid Castle, is said to be the former site of a wide range of evil practices and witchcraft, including the use of black magic and taboo sexual deviancies. This leader of the covenant died in that same location, in a specific area that is now referred to as the Black Hag's Cell, named after the literal physical darkness that was believed to form upon her face after years and years of debauchery. But she isn't the only ghost to haunt the old ruins. The Countess Desmond, also referred to as the Geraldine Knight, and the Lady Antiquarian, was supposedly buried alive there. This was discovered when the appearance of a ghostly figure prompted a closer inspection of her grave. When they did, they found the bones of her fingers had been worn out from clawing at the coffin that prematurely sealed her fate. Today, her screams of rage and anguish can still be heard long into the night. And number 5, the Hellfire Club in County Dublin. Built in 1735 on a Neolithic passage tomb, and nestled in the vast Dublin mountains, the Hellfire Club was the site of a notorious Irish club, more accurately, a cult. Members of this cult were known to dress as Satan and practice all sorts of black magic and sorcery. They also practiced other immoral acts, including but not limited to sexual deviancies, alcohol abuse, debauchery, and animal torture. There are even those who believe they may or may not have eaten a servant girl alive. These, allegedly, satanic cannibals held these dark rituals in their attempts to summon the devil. Those who visit the site have reported an oppressive atmosphere, and some have even claimed to encounter demonic manifestations. The lodge was founded by Richard Parsons, the first Grand Master of the Irish Freemasons. What began as novice practices of dark magic and conjuring led to the use of an ancient document called the Dionysian Scrolls. These scrolls were stolen from the Great Library of Alexandria in the year 1270. How exactly Richard Parsons came to obtain them is unknown, but what he did with them is a well-known and notorious legend across County Dublin. Thank you for listening. and I hope you enjoyed this week's video. If you did, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Or else I'm going to find you and strap you down into Helleron's chair, and then you're going on a wild ride for, as long as I feel like. So just, make it easier on both of us. If you guys are going to celebrate St. Paddy's Day this weekend, make sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, keep your wits about you to some degree, have a designated driver, all that good stuff, so that you can come home and be ready for next week's video. Until next time, everybody, remember to stay safe out there. I'll be seeing you in the next video.